Hello, hello. I was just hanging out a little bit here because my dog is barking like a crazy thing upstairs and I didn't want everyone to hear my dog barking. Hi Ray, hi Lorraine, hi Catherine, hello Mel. Hello everyone as you're coming on. It's so good to see you. Hello my darling Elsie watching on my page. Welcome to Michelle R. Price, the Light Worker, where we do beautiful angel card readings every Monday evening. If you are logging on and you're just having a look and going, oh, who is this lady? I do angel card readings. Alicia, hello. Mel Arrowsmith has asked for a card. Mel, I'm going to come to you first tonight. Mel Arrowsmith, you have caught my attention. Now, I will come to people who I'm particularly drawn to via spirit, but that's not to say that I won't come back to you. So I write down, different names and things as I go, but feel free. I am clairvoyant, so I do close my eyes for a lot of these connections. Feel free to repost and reshare, and I can come back to you in a little bit as well. So Elsie's watching on my page at the moment. I do cross post to Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker, which is my page. Ray Louise, hello. Ray, you've caught my attention. A bit of guidance for Ray. So Ray, you're on my page as well at the moment, and you're just after a bit of general. So Mel, you're first on my list, Mel Arrowsmith. Thank you, Elsie. That's a very nice compliment. Ray Louise is after some general as well. So we're just going to have a really great time tonight. Miranda Gadina, oh, beautiful. Wanted to connect to her puppy. We'll see how we go for time, Miranda. I'll pop you down in the mediumship bit in the middle and just see if we can bring your puppy through. I haven't done dogs during this sort of session, but we'll give it a go, Miranda. Let's see. So past pooch. I usually do that in one-on-ones, but let's give it a go. Okay, so I've got Mel on my list, Ray Louise, Miranda Cadena. Hello, everyone else who's watching tonight. Now, I do have these again, guys. So if you have any children watching, please let me know, and I can draw those for the kids. They are beautiful cards. They're very nurturing and great for children, so child-friendly. Children's wellbeing cards. So if there are kids watching, please let me know. And I can certainly draw some cards for your children as well. So that'd be fabulous. And my other new deck, which I just want to show off, Elsie, yes, I will draw a card for you, is Whispers of Healing. So they're the new ones. And I did post about them on my page. I had quite an amazing encounter with those cards. And yes, if you want to look at that and see what happened there, Elsie, I've written you on my list. Then please go to my page, Michelle R. Price, the Lightworker, and you can see what happened. So welcome as you're all logging on. Yeah, wow, Kerry, wow. Kerry, I'm just going to put you on my list as well. That's awesome. Kerry saw those same cards just yesterday. I got them from Cafe Nurture. And they are amazing. They're divine. Kerry, I'm just going to draw a card for you as well. So I've just written general. So if there's anything specific, let me know. Hi, Belinda. Hello. So Mel Arrowsmith, general. Just going to come to Mel. And Elsie, you're on my list. So at the moment, I've got Mel Arrowsmith, Ray Louise, Elsie, Kerry, Magnus, and Miranda Cadena, who's asking to connect with her passed over puppy who's passed. So if you are onto jumping on, I do a fair bit around healing and stuff like that. So if there's anything you've got going on healing wise that you need some guidance around, maybe you've got some pain or you've had a diagnosis and you don't trust it or whatever the case may be. If you want some guidance around healing, let me know. Love, relationships, career, all those sorts of things. I've got cards for pretty much everything. Paris Norton, yay. That's great. So Paris is after a bit of mediumship with her auntie. So Paris, you're on my list, and that is auntie. Mediumship. So Paris, I will group the mediumship inquiries together. So it may be a little bit of a wait, but you're definitely on my list and I'll definitely get to you. I just do all the mediumship together. Hello to everyone who's just logging on. Hi Scott, I can see you. So yeah, Monday, a little bit earlier in Queensland now. We're doing a little bit the same time as other states, but Queensland's a little bit earlier. So it does take some of the Queenslanders a little bit more time to log on. Mel Arrowsmith, just going to come through energy. Mel's just asking around general, so I'm just going to connect to Mel's energy and see what I'm feeling there. And then we're going to go from that point. So you can definitely feel spirit energy coming into the room. Mel, just coming into your energy now, Mel Arrowsmith. Whoops. Mel, that's the first card that's thrown itself out of the deck. Everything is okay. It's a bit of reassurance. If things have been feeling a bit out of sorts, everything is okay. First one to pop out of the deck, just going to keep shuffling. I'm going to connect to your energy. Mel, I do feel quite busy in your head, so I would maybe have a think about a God box or something to get some of the thoughts out of my head and onto into a little box with a lid on it. That would be not a bad idea. Now, someone did ask me in a private reading after they watched me do a Facebook Live why I don't pick up all the cards and look at them. And what my intention is with Spirit is I ask them to put the card face down, face up rather. I'm just going to move this over. To put the card face up so that we can see what it is. And if it lands face down, I don't look at them. So that's kind of how I work, but it just depends on the individual. It depends on the reader. So just going to come to Mel again. So just connecting back into Mel, face down. And we'll just see what else I need to mention there. So I draw a couple of cards for you, Mel. Mel, I do feel a little bit anxious. I don't know, anxious, but I do feel a bit going on around your emotional centers and especially around lungs at the moment, ribs. So that's where we do hold some older emotions when we need to kind of let go of things. It can be fear-based energies and solar plexus, but usually it's like childhood stuff we haven't let go of sitting on ribs and lung area. So I just wanted to mention that as well because that is around the emotions. Wow, this is super interesting. So everything's okay was number one. Whoops. Summer is what we're heading into, so the next month, and that's when what you're trying to bring into fruition comes to fruition. So whatever it is you're working on, manifesting, bringing in, it's coming in the warmer months, which is fabulous. And flower power is bark flower, raising vibrations, that sort of thing, exactly what we were just talking about with you. So raising vibrations, making sure they're nice and high, and that's the key area that we want to manifest from. So when we're trying to bring something in, we want to be in a happy state of mind. Summer tends to make us happy. It's nice and warm and sunny, and everything is okay. So being offered a little bit of reassurance. Let me just see if there's a general sort of overall for Mel, and then I'm going to come to Ray Louise. Okay. Mel, I feel like with you, it's just you have been quite patient. I'm not going to say have patience. I'm going to say you have been patient, so waiting for something to come to fruition. The summer card is in the present, and that is when this thing's coming in. Now, I do want to say I am feeling a bit unsettled around solar plexus too. So just, positive affirmations, that sort of thing. Know that, everything is coming to fruition. The hard work you put in, you're going to be rewarded. So it's energy in, energy out, and you understand that. So maybe if we can get some of the stuff out of our head and onto like paper or something like that would be great to free that part of our body up. And then, maybe do some exercise, get the energy moving around your body as well. I feel like that would actually help, especially through the center, through the emotional centers as well. Okay, and a bit of bark flower, very high vibrational, lifting those vibrations for you. Okay, so Ray Louise. Now, who else is having a look? Hello, Anna. Hi, Janine, my little friend Janine. Ray Louise, just going to come to a general card for you unless you had anything specific that you wanted to look at. Mama G. Oh, that's fabulous. Love that. Great name. Now, I am looking at the screen at the moment, guys. So if you want to get my attention, now is a good time to do that. Whoops, Mama G's just disappeared. Mama G loves some guidance. So I've just popped guidance down on my list. Now, I do often give away a free reading each week if I feel like you are in desperate need. Oh, excellent, Kerry. Love that. Gemstone Guardian. Wow. White Light Oracle. Big W. Far out. That's incredible. Love that. I've never bought cards from there. Beautiful. Carrie, I can ask around that for you. Carrie's asking around career. Interviewed for a new job. Will be successful. Let's have a look at what the feeling is around that new job success. Beautiful. Carrie, good question. Now, if you do have anything relating to health, love, all those sorts of things, let me know. I'm more than happy to have a look for you. Hi, Jody. Jody is after connection with her mum. So, Jody, you're on my list as well. Jody is on my list, connecting with mum. Let's see what comes through there. Jody, you are down. So if you wanted to make a one-on-one booking, private bookings, that sort of thing, there's a link in the post associated with this video, and you can just click book now and check my availability and book away. I do stay on after the show and answer questions and things like that and help out in that regard also. So I will, oh yay, Ray's excited. Perfect. Hi, Diane. Good news for granddaughters Granddaughter's job. Healing's possible for electronics. I need my laptop to be able to write. Wow, that's a really good question, Stacey. Yeah, I mean, I think you can apply certain types of pranic energy healing to electronics. Yeah, it depends on the healer and what they practice, but yeah, that's a great question. The laptop isn't functioning. Is that what's going on? That's what I'm sort of gathering from what you're saying. But also, you know, when we have abilities, sometimes they can affect, you know, our electronics. And I've blown up TVs and things like that when I've been learning new things. So that can affect our electronics as well if you're quite sensitive. Granddaughter's job. Diane Payne, you are on my list, and you're asking about your granddaughter's job. Any good news with that? Let's see. Great question though. Having done after 30 years, Michelle. Okay. Ray, that might be a lot for me to do in this reading, but what I'll see, I'll just make a little note about Dad missing after 30 years. And I'll see what comes up, if there's any further guidance for you on that. So this is Ray Louise, just drawing around Ray at the moment, just going to connect into your energy, Ray, and just see what I need to mention, and then we'll see if there's anything coming up around Dad. Are these cards okay for that? Just checking with my guides. They seem to be, yeah, okay, good. All right, so Ray, just going to come in here and just ask around Dad, any guidance around Dad missing. Right, it feels like it feels like a good vibe for me around the detective, and what I feel like, because I do a bit of forensic mediumship, as you know, what I feel like is on his footsteps. It feels like on his footsteps. So it feels like, you know, kind of retracing, you know, where he's been, different locations, things like that. I feel like we're on the right track with that. So on his footsteps, that is feeling really positive. Let's see if there's anything else coming up around that. Yeah. So it's still in progress. They're not showing me like an outcome, you know, that sort of thing, but it's like still in progress. And I feel like we're going through footsteps. So it's like, you know, when you're on the beach sometimes, or you're climbing a sand dune and you walk in someone else's footsteps because it's a little bit easier. It feels like retracing like that. So that's a positive feeling for me, Ray. It's nice to see your name pop up too. It's been a little while since we connected, so that's awesome. Ray, wish you the best of luck with that. But yeah, not show me the outcome, but it does feel like we're following in those steps. So that feels like on the right path is what I want to say for you. Elsie, now for Elsie, I'm going to use my beautiful new deck. So these are the Whispers of Healing, and they're just the most beautiful artwork. Oh my gosh. So Elsie, I want to do these ones for you because you are just delightful. And I really want to use my new cards at least once tonight. At least once. Give me the opportunity, guys. Give me the opportunity to do that. Elsie, just going to draw, and this is just general. We'll just see what pops out for Elsie. Just connecting into your energy, my sweet. Just seeing what I need to mention there. Elsie, oh my gosh, that's weird. I want to tell you to eat sauerkraut. I don't know why, but sauerkraut. So that's like cabbage, like pickled or something, I think. But I want to tell you to eat sauerkraut. So just maybe Google what that is. But yeah, I just feel like that's for gut, you know, stomach, that sort of thing. I think it is good for like balancing or something. It may be a bit of a probiotic or something. But sauerkraut is what I want to say for you. And let me just draw some cards for Elsie, and then I'm moving on to Kerry next. So Kerry, get ready. Strap in. I'm coming to you next after Elsie. Thank you everyone for watching. I do spend a lot of time with my eyes shut, so apologies for that. But I'm primarily clairvoyant, so I do look through my third eye. And I find that I actually do a lot more with my third eye than I do with my real eyes, to be honest, these days, because I spend a lot of time doing readings. I forget to open my eyes. Elsie, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. Now, past into now, my darling, this is going to make a bit of sense for you, a lot of sense actually. Now, these cards are so beautiful. Apologies for the ring light, but hopefully you can see most of that. So, Elsie, this is your past into now card, negativity. It's others affecting our energy. That's you needing a bit of a break from it all. Yeah, so that makes a bit of sense for you at the moment. So having a bit of a rest, it is exhausting. You can see all the little people in that figure, in that image, are all exhausted. They're all sleeping because it wears you out. In the present is boundaries. That's also going to make a lot of sense with you. It's about putting your foot down, saying no, sorry, you know, not going to speak to you at the moment, or I'm going to distance myself, or saying no to others' demands on your time and energy. So that's boundaries. That's standing up for you, respecting you. And that is, you know, why she looks quite content. Yeah, it's putting up those boundaries. Boundaries aren't easy, but they are essential. Now, moving forward, we're looking at ruminate. Now, ruminate is vibrating. So it's being, you know, authentic, sort of stepping into your power. You can see the lady playing the flute. I actually play the flute because it clears out all your chakras and it's a beautiful instrument to play. But that is essentially kind of being in alignment with your purpose. You can see like a lot of different little things, activities happening in the background. It's a little bit fuzzy, but, you know, boating and all sorts of little activities, but very, very creative energy. So that's stepping forward into your feminine creative energy. Bottom of the deck is giving back. So you can see there's little kids there sort of helping out in the garden. So giving back is, you know, putting out into the universe, and that can just be appreciation. You know, I appreciate what I've got, giving gratitude, things like that. And then you're able to receive. So you put out and then you're able to receive. And you can see all the little, you know, balloons. There's balloons in the background. There's peacocks. Peacocks are very good luck. And they're also with the eyes, all the little things on the peacock, the patterns there, are meant to be eyes from heaven. So they represent eyes from heaven in this deck. So heaven is shining down on you, and you can see the little boy and the little girl in the center there. So very, very interesting, those cards for you, Elsie. But you can see we have to work on the negativity and the boundaries. So putting up those boundaries, separating ourselves from negative energies. Kerry Magnus is after general. So Kerry Magnus, I'm just going to come to my goddess guidance cards. They're nice and general for us. Let me know if you've got any feedback. Oh, Beverly, good question, lovely. I'm just coming to Beverly. So if you guys, beautiful, love life. Candy Winter, yay, love life, yay. Candy, you're on my list asking about love life. Beautiful. So anything you like, let me know. Anything you want guidance around. Some people just want general. That's perfectly fine. Love and healing. Faith Moran. Love that. Faith Moran, you're on my list. Love and healing. Now, other people who have, you know, I may have bypassed, just repost. I'm not ignoring anyone. It's just spirit will draw me to people as they need it. Beverly, are we going to be in this house for longer than 12 months? Let's see. House, more than 12 months. I do have some mediumship inquiries down here. If there is someone you want to communicate with, I'll be doing mediumship in a second. And I do that all as one big group because it's easier for me to connect at once and then just bring everyone through, and then we go on and do the rest of the card readings. Okay, so just coming down to the bottom. Hello, Susie. Lorraine, hello, darling. Yeah, they're beautiful cards, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so just going to connect in again. So Kerry Magnus, just connecting into Kerry. I'm just going to connect your energy, Kerry, so just give me a sec. Kerry, what I feel like, this is really good energy. Kerry, what I want to say to you is I feel like you're going to make ripples. So it's like the visual they give me is a pond, and then it's like, you know, dropping a stone in there, and then you have the ripples, you know, coming out from that stone. So I feel like I'm making ripples, but it's big. So it's like starting kind of small, and it feels like I'm sending that out, yeah? So it feels getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That's a visualization that Spirit's giving me with regard to yourself. So I feel like you're making a bigger impact, but it's like starting at this, you know, point where the stone's dropping in, and then it's just going out from there. So making a big impact, having a big impact. That's amazing. I love that. You've got a lot of spirit energy around you, so it does feel like maybe, you know, kind of getting into the light worker stuff, you know, readings, you know, all this sort of stuff that I do, I guess. But you do have very good energy, spirit energy around you as well. You feel quite connected. And plants, seeing a lot of flowers around you as well. So connection to flowers, nature, having living things in your home. So it definitely feels like that is where it's at for you. That's also good for being present. You know, smelling flowers, bringing you back to the present is really important. Kerry Magnus. So let's just have a look at these. Boundaries again, hey? Boundaries again. So we've got True Love, past into now. This is with Kerry Magnus, who is just after something general. Guinevere, True Love. That's past into now. So that's usually that person has popped into your life, or they may have just left your life, but True Love, past into now. White Taurus, sensitivity in the present. So that's sensitivity, being sensitive to loud noises, loud environments, people with like very strong energy, food, being set off by different foods, reactive to that. So sensitivity is in the present as well. Isis, so there's a past life connection, and that feels like it's coming up around this past love. So that is past into now, and then we've got past life as well. So it feels a little karmic to me. So this is going to be connecting into someone that you've split from, usually, past connection. And having some sort of sensitivity around that in the present as well. So being quite sensitive to that, whether there's still cords connected, that sort of thing. But boundaries for you, really important. So saying no, well, we came up with boundaries before as well. Saying no to other people's demands on your time and energy, putting up walls, protections where need be. But essentially saying no, respecting yourself and your boundaries. Kerry, hopefully that makes sense for you. Mama G was after some guidance as well. So these are my goddess guidance. Let's just continue with these. Just popping on some lavender oil. Lavender is amazing if you're trying to increase sensitivity. If you're doing readings for yourself, lavender is an amazing one to increase sensitivity in your hands if you're trying to learn how to read and stuff like that. Hi, Sonia. Hello, I am drawn to you. Sonia is watching on my page, Michelle R. Price, the light worker. That would be great. Let me know. I've just put you down as general, but let me know if there's anything specific. Sonia, on my list. Beautiful. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Angie, Sheridan. Michelle, guidance moving forward, shifting emotions, moods, and trauma I feel is holding me back and keeping me stagnant. How can I remove these barriers? Angie, wow, good question. Angie, you're on my list. So Angie's watching on my page as well. Now, if you want to book one-on-ones, guys, there is a link in the post, and you can click on that and then click book now, and you can check my availability if you wanted to book one-on-one readings and healings. I do a reading healing combo, which is really super fun. So we do a beautiful reading and then follow with a healing. I'm a pranic energy healer and a Reiki healer. And they're really powerful, and pranic can treat pretty much anything you can think of, shifting blockages and things like that. Angie's question, good question, Angie. That's a great one. I think a lot of people are going to benefit from that question. Now, Mama G, just asking for general, so it's coming to Mama G. And Sonia Anders, you are on my list, no problem at all. Oh, Miranda, you just put some lavender on, did you? Beautiful. Oh, Victoria Robinson White. Oh, I've got lots of goosebumps around you, Victoria. You need this. You need this connection. Victoria, I've just seen your name, and I've got you down in my mentor mediumship section here. Medium message from Mavis, health condition advice. So Mavis, and you're asking about health. Health. I guess that's for yourself. If you want to clarify, that would be awesome. Otherwise, I'll just ask around your health. So you're on my list. Hooray, hooray. Thank you so much for asking that. Oh, thank you, Miranda. I love that. Thank you for the beautiful recommendation. I do stay online and answer questions too. If you have any questions about what I do and how, feel free to shoot questions my way after the show. And I'll stick online. Mama G, just coming to you for general guidance. Let me just connect into your energy and see what I feel with regard to yourself at the moment. Mama G, I do feel like, and this is usually a sign of being a little, burning the candle at both ends. I do feel a bit salty at the moment in your energy. So whether that's, adding salt to things, that sort of thing, just craving like the salty foods, it does usually show that we're burning the candle at both ends. So I just want to suggest to you that you rest more, rest when you are tired, eat when you are hungry, listen to your body, listen to the rhythms and cycles. And I feel like a bit of salty cravings going on at the moment. So that's a sign that your body is a little bit out of alignment. Feel free to give me feedback, if I'm on track or off track, let me know. I'd love to hear from you as well. So Mama G, just going to do some general for you. So let's see what comes out for Mama G. And we'll do a couple more cards, and then we'll get into some mediumship, and we'll group all of those together. They feel good. That feels good too. This is Mama G. Now, if you are just logging on, welcome, and let me know if there's something that you would like to know in particular. My girls lost their dad 12 months ago. Just noticed Colette over here. Wow. Colette, I'll just squeeze you into my little box here that I've written. 12 months ago, lost dad. So I'll see if I can bring dad through, if that's what you wanted to do. And daughters. All right, so I've just squeezed you into my little box here, so you're on my list. Okay, so back to Mama G, and we're just looking at general for Mama G. Mama G, endings and beginnings, past into now. So that's what we're moving out of. There was a lot of that during COVID. There was a lot of that. Endings and beginnings. So that's good. Doors closing, new doors open. Hooray. That's past into now. In the present, we've got a bit of peace. Thank God. That's good. We've got a bit of peace in the present, and that is everything is working out perfectly. There's nothing to worry about in the present. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense with what's going on at the moment for you. Keeping in mind that I do get the feeling that you're burning the candle at both ends. Now, infinite supply is sometimes just that we need the reassurance from the universe. Everything is flowing. There's nothing ever to worry about in respect to that. Spirit always has our back. So it is supply, and that is abundance, prosperity, everything's coming to us. So we're always provided for. There's never anything to worry about. There's never a lack. We don't want to focus on lack. We want to focus on having enough of everything. Receptivity though, so that really is a key with what we're talking about there. So infinite supply, for us to be able to receive, we have to be open to receiving. So that's a very, very key message for you. Very, very key. Endings and beginnings. So for beginnings, to welcome those in, we need to understand that everything is working out okay. Be grateful for what we have in the present. Infinite supply is allowing that to flow, allowing that to come our way. And for that to happen, we need to be receptive and open. And that's getting more into your feminine, focusing on, the water in the body, the element in the body. Now, if you talk about water, you have a look at these. We've got water in the background, the marine life, water, marine life, and there's a massive waterfall there with the receptivity card in front of the Sphinx. So the water element. So for you, Mama G, more in touch with your feminine energy. Okay, so hopefully that resonates with you and what you're going through at the moment. Carrie Burgess, new job, and she wants to know, she's been for a job interview from what I recall from what you were posting, and just asking about success with that. So if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Michelle R. Price, the light worker. I am doing angel cards at the moment. I also do mediumship. I'm just having a look across at my page. I share on Michelle R. Price, the light worker on Facebook. And there is a link to my page in this post. So if you would like to send me a message, private message, anything like that, I stick online afterwards and I can answer your questions and things like that as well. Or if you want to just book a one-on-one, feel free, and you can do that through that link and just click book now. So that is easy done. Easy done. Hi, Debs. Tam is asking about medium from Nan. Feel like I'm stuck. Hello, Rebecca. Rebecca, where are you calling from or messaging from? Very interested. I just saw Rebecca saying good evening. Debs, I'll pop you on my list. Debs Brooks. And we'll just say general unless Debs specifies. I'll just put general down. Hello to everyone who's watching. Hi, Becca. Hello. Some people are tuning in because we're a little bit earlier in Queensland. Some people are just sort of tuning in now because it's kind of dinner time here still for a lot of us. Carrie Burgess, new job, asking about success there. Now, Carrie, I've got my life purpose cards. Let me just tune into your energy and see what we're feeling around that. Are we feeling lucky? Let's see. Carrie, I do feel open. I do feel ready. So that's positive. Let me just check in with this particular job and see what the feeling is around that though. I do want to say, Carrie, come into your intuition a little bit more because I do feel quite up in my head at the moment and it's difficult to feel when you're sitting up in your head. So just come into your feeling a little bit more with regard to the job. It is sitting up in my head a little bit for me at the moment. The other thing that I want to say is don't worry so much about who else is applying and how many people are applying and all that sort of stuff. I feel like that can put me into a bit of a pessimistic mood. So I wouldn't worry about, what other people are doing and comparing because I feel like there's a little bit of that going on. So just focus on yourself, how you performed, that sort of thing, and just allow the process to kind of play out. But I feel like I definitely want to come out of my head a little bit with you. Now, these are life purpose cards. Let's see if they line up with what you're talking about. Wow, that's amazing. Past into now. Here we are. Oracle cards. Hooray. Good confirmation. So that's what we're doing here. So good confirmation for you whenever that card comes out. In the present, we're looking at music. So the influence of music, sometimes that can be working, with music in the music industry, or music supports you and your life purpose. So as I said before, I play the flute to clear out all my chakras and it feels fabulous. Looking ahead, it's a bit around nutrition. So diet, nutrition, how that may apply, career-wise for you. So let's see what that feels like for me, Carrie. Let's see what that feels like. I'll come into music and nutrition and just see what the message is there. That's funny. The first place I go when I touch on the music card is like a splendor on the grass kind of atmosphere. So back in the day, I've been to Home Bake, I've been to the Big Day Out, like all the major music festivals. And what it actually feels like is, really freeing. And so you go there and you like listen to the music and it's like live music and there's nothing like that. It just feels awesome. And that's what I feel like I want to do more of. That's in the present. So that's not directly relating into the job for me, but I do feel, unless that's what it is, unless you're doing major music festivals and things like that, but it does feel like kind of kicking my heels up and having that, even Bar and Bay, blues and roots, like it just feels really nice to get out there with your bare feet. Listening to the music, there's a lot of freedom in that, and it feels awesome. Live music, I could listen to it, doesn't even matter how good they are. I just love live music. So that's what that feels like to me, kicking my heels up, having a bit of fun. It's also a distraction, so we're not just focusing on, am I going to get this job, am I going to get this job? It's a distraction as well for you. Let me just look at food, nutrition. Now, I do feel like this is interesting, Carrie. This is moving forward. I do feel like this is something that I could be dedicating my interest to, doing a bit more research into, and that is like diet, nutrition, food in particular. That does feel like an avenue of interest for me. So have a think about that. Does that apply to what you're doing at the moment or what you've applied to do? This could be another avenue for you, another avenue of study. So, Carrie, hopefully that makes sense. And with the job, I feel like just allow yourself to go through the process and try not to compare yourself to others. And that is feeling quite positive, but it will come down to mindset. Remember to come into the feeling, not so much up in the head. Now, if you are just tuning in, I do have these beautiful children's wellbeing cards tonight. So if you have any kiddies watching, please let me know and I can draw some of those. I haven't seen any pop up yet. But oh my God, that's amazing. Becca. Becca, I just saw your message. I was like, I haven't seen any people saying they've got their kids here, but Becca has. Hooray. I must have known. Mia is watching. Hello, Mia. Thank you for watching. Now, I do have my kids' cards here, Mia, so I'm going to draw a card for you. Now, we're just going to come to Diane Payne, and she's asking about her granddaughter's job, so that's life purpose. So, Diane, I'm just coming to you now. If you are just... Yeah, that might be a good idea, Mama G. Mama G's just talking about the salt in her cooking. And I did feel like there was definitely something going on with the salty food at the moment. Oh, good. I'm going to do a kitty card for little Mia. Diane Payne asking about granddaughter's job. And yes, Carrie, thank you so much. Yeah, good. Yeah, it is easy to do that. And I just feel like I want to go out to a music festival or something. That's the best way I can describe it. It's weird, that feeling. I was like, whoa, I'm like Home Bake or something, or Splendor in the Grass. It was quite an amazing feeling where spirit took me. So that was really fun. Hello, Shawnee, I think it's pronounced. Diane Payne, granddaughter's job, just connecting to Diane Payne. And I'm going to try to come through yourself to your granddaughter and just check on her job. So let's see. Diane, I'm feeling really optimistic about this one. I feel quite positive, quite optimistic. It's good energy around your granddaughter and her job. Let me just draw some cards. These are life purpose. So let's just see what pops out of these. This is around granddaughter's job. Now, I feel like she's put a bit of thought into this. I feel like she's done the work. I feel like she's got the qualifications. So that's fabulous. So I feel like she isn't just going in blind. When I was made redundant, I went for all sorts of jobs, anything and everything, because I was like, I just need something. I need to pay bills. And then here we are over 6 months later, I'm still doing this. This is now my career. I'm self-employed, but I was a journalist. So I feel like, sometimes we just try to rush out and do something even if we're not qualified because it's our comfort zone. But I feel like a granddaughter is super well prepared. I feel like she's doing the work, which is great. She's putting herself in a good position. Now that's past into present. She has options. So the work that she's put in, I feel like we've got the reward coming. She has options. She's definitely done some work. She's definitely done some study, which is great. She's got qualifications. In the present, it's strength. Now, what that talks of is your life experience sometimes. So the things that we've been through, it prepares us for, you know, the career that we're going into. So it gives us strength, it gives us ability. If you're going in to do social work and things like that, or nursing, you know, you have to have a bit of, you know, experience, emotional empath. You know, some of you are empaths who go into that sort of industry, or you have that natural desire to care for others. So your background may have prepared you for something like that. But I feel like you're in a great area, position, you know, the optimism is there, and I feel like you've prepared, you know, you've done the work, and I feel like you prepared well for this. Speaker is vocalizing, using your words, speaking, throat space, all of those sorts of things. It's an opportunity to do that. Now, what this is, that was upside down like that. So this is for your granddaughter. And what that means is getting a bit more confidence before that happens. So this is looking ahead. So with this role, there will be an opportunity to do this, you know, speaking, presenting, you know, that sort of thing. But she does have to get a bit of confidence because it's upside down like that. So that's coming. Okay, that's coming. Now, family could be involved as well. That's the bottom of the deck. That's a clarifier. So connection to family and friends is really important to what you do for a living. So that can be work-life balance as well. So keeping that balance. Diane Payne, that is positive for your granddaughter if you want to let her know. Very, very positive. Now, I'm going to do some mediumship. So just going to jump in and do all the mediumship together. Hello, Teagues. Hello, Sophia. Hello for everyone who is just logging on and connecting. Sharon, Alicia, son and daughter. Oh, yay, yay, Alicia. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm going to do a children's card there for Alicia and the kids. That's wonderful. You love these. They're such good little cards. Son and daughter, 12 and 13. When you say next week, how is that possible? Are their birthdays both in the same week? Wow, that's amazing if that's the case. Alicia McGuinness, you are on my list, and I will do kids cards, which is wonderful. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that because they're just beautiful little cards, and I love using them. Beautiful. Hello, everyone who's just logging on. Welcome to your Monday evening. Michelle R. Price, the light worker, doing angel card readings. I'm also a medium, so I'm just going to do some mediumship now. I've got the goosies, so we're on the way. I can feel all your spirit family coming in at the moment, which is amazing. They always give me the little goosebumps, a little feedback on my body to let me know, hey, we're here, we're waiting, stop talking. I can talk the ears of the donkey, in case you hadn't noticed, but I have a lot of fun. This is a dream job for me. 16th and 17th, oh my God, Alicia. That's a lot of Christmas birthday presents. A lot of birthday presents close together. Wow-wee. Wow-wee. Now, just going to go and have a look at Miranda Gadina and her past pooch. So just going to connect to Miranda, just coming into your pup. Miranda, that happened pretty quick. I can feel around my legs. So when we connect to animals, often I'll feel them up to a certain part of my leg, depending on how tall they were. So I will just sort of connect briefly. I do a lot more detail when I'm one-on-one, but we'll just connect and just see what I need to say to you with regard to your pup, your pooch. So Miranda, what I want to say first of all is very active, and that could have been going back some time, but I feel like also connection to outdoors, and particularly like sandy surfaces. So I feel with your dog a love of that. So beach feels good for me. You know, the long sort of stretches, being able to like stretch my legs, that sort of thing, feels really good for me. Goosebumps. So the beach is where I'm going, and I feel like whether that's like a dog beach or just like a general beach, we can just walk along. I feel like that's a really nice feeling for me. So if your pup wasn't particularly mobile before they passed, they are now. So they're showing me very mobile, running, doing lots of that, but I feel like drawing connection to the beach. Lots of goosebumps around my little legs at the moment. So let's just see if there's anything else. There's also reference to my water bowl. So whether there was something around, you know, having to drink a lot, being very thirsty, that sort of thing, but there's a connection to water bowl, or I just really liked it, but there's a reference to the water bowl. So hopefully that makes sense to you as well. Oh, okay. What it is, it feels like my tags used to tink against something. So it's like my food dish or my water dish. It feels like my little tags would tink against and make that noise. Now I feel like what's happening is that you're hearing something like that and you're sort of going, oh, is that my pup or something? Is that like weird? So I feel like you're hearing things that you're actually hearing your dog. So it feels like the little tags are clinking together. So hopefully that makes sense. If you hear that little noise like, oh, what is that? It's your dog. Yeah, communicating, which is beautiful. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hello, Mum. Hello, Mum. That's from Miranda. beautiful. So definitely going down coastal with that little pup there. Thank you, Miranda. Paris Norton, we're asking you about Auntie. So just coming up this level now, human. So just connecting to Auntie. I just lost a card on the floor. Just grabbing that one. All right, so Paris Auntie, just bringing your Auntie into the room and just see what we need to talk about there. Ah, interesting. Arnie's coming into the room, Paris, and what she's talking about is being a bit of a problem solver. So she could be addressing yourself, but she's coming in and talking about the problem solver, people, someone who sorts out everyone's problems. Sometimes they'll come in and say that if it's like a commonality, you know, that she did that and you do that, like same. But she's talking about the problem solver as she comes into the room. Whoa, cards are flying everywhere. Wow. Oh, we've got some good ones. We have some good ones, lovely. So leaving is usually someone sort of passing from the family. Sometimes it can indicate moving and move as well, but it can also indicate someone passing. So that's passed into now. In the present, we have changing your mind, which is always a good thing. So the world is your oyster. We've got freedom to make our decisions. And looking ahead, these all jumped out together, sentimental feelings. So often in my readings, that comes up a lot, and it is family taking us back through, you know, childhood, all that sort of stuff with us, which is lovely. Bottom of the deck is your clarifier, and that is courage. So the courage to move forward. You have to have courage to even do that, you know, changing your mind. Let me just check in with your Auntie. I just want to see what the overall message is for yourself. And then we're coming to Jody, who wanted to connect with her mum. So just going to come over here again. What she wants to say, this is in the present, changing your mind, is keep your wits about you. So keep your wits about you. You've got a smart head on your shoulders, a good head on your shoulders, but I feel like problem solver, but also keep your wits about you. So use your intuition. If something doesn't feel right, trust that. Keep your wits about you. And then if you need to change your mind, if you feel like, oh, I've just agreed to this thing and I need to back out of it now, just allow that, you know, just trust that. Because, you know, intuition is key. It's my compass. Really, really important. So that's from your Auntie, Paris. Jody, just coming to Mum. So it's going to reshuffle. Now, I do use the butterflies for all of my mediumship. If you are just logging on, I am connecting into past over loved ones at the moment. So if you have any requests around that, I'm going through and connecting to everyone who has come through at the moment. Oh, interesting, Miranda. Interesting. So she passed from diabetes, and so that would have meant the water. That was why she was drinking more, I'm guessing. If that makes sense, because she was referring to the water, being thirsty. So hopefully, yeah, that makes sense with diabetes. Wow. She showed me a little water dish, and I wasn't sure if it was a little, you know, clinking with my collar. Jody, just coming to Mum. Thank you for that feedback, Miranda. Jody, just coming to Mum now. Joni, the first thing I'm seeing with Mum is she's showing you bags, and when I see bags, it's usually that someone's moving or doing something different, but usually moving. Travel, moving house, looking for a new house, that sort of thing. She's showing the bags, so that would indicate a move, either sort of, you know, now we're going through it or coming, but a move is what she's indicating with the bags, yeah. It actually feels like she's all packed and ready to go. So I feel like with whatever's coming, and it does feel like a shift of some sort, that Mum's packed and she's ready to go, like she's following along on your journey. So I feel like that's really important. She's got her bags packed and she's ready to go. Yep, good. It does feel like she's referencing like a plane or a train ticket as well. So there could have been a trip planned. She may be coming to you and just saying there was a trip planned and we had to cancel it or something like that. But it feels like there's some sort of travel going on, you know, the plane ticket or the train ticket or something. And I know a lot of people had to cancel things. So it could be a reference to that because she's showing me like some sort of ticket, some sort of purchase. So yeah, hopefully that makes sense for you. But I've got my bags packed. So it feels like whatever we've had to cancel, it can still happen. If you had actually done it and you paid money and all that sort of stuff, it does feel like it can happen again. So I wouldn't give up on that. That's what I want to say. She's showing me the bags, and I've got some sort of ticket as well for travel. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to draw some cards, Jody. Let me just pop these ones on the table for you from your dear mum. Joe, is an acknowledgement as well of the grandkids. So the grandkids as well, there's just an acknowledgement of that. There's a little thing that she's saying here, bright as a butterfly. So there's one in particular who's quite, oh, that's funny because these are butterfly cards too. Thank you. One of them, bright as a butterfly, feels like a little girl to me. So bright as a butterfly, there'll be a particular grandchild she's referencing there. Motivation is passed into now. So that is fire in your belly, passion, fire, motivation. That comes from root chakra, the base of all the major chakras. Emotions in the present probably makes a little bit of sense, sifting through those emotions in the present. Volunteer is moving forward. That's doing something without expectation of anything coming back to you. So volunteering. And what actually happens when we do that is we actually do get something back, because we get positive feedback, we're helping someone, Meals on Wheels, all those sorts of things. Have a look at those sorts of options moving forward for you, because we do actually get a lot back from that. It's a really good thing to do. And that may be a special connection with you and your mum from when she was alive as well. So Victoria Robinson White was asking me to connect to Mavis, and she wanted to know about health. So just going to come into Mavis energy and just see what we feel around that. Melissa Joan, oh gosh, another person with their business for sale. Done a few readings around that. Melissa Joan, just popping you on my list. Business for sale for 2 years. Business for sale. What is going on with that? What is going on? Hello everyone who's just logging in. It's so good to see you all. Right. Okay. Yeah, Miranda, that makes sense. Lots of water. Oh, Suzanne. Oh, how cute, how cute, how cute. Suzanne, I'll try to get to you. I do have a few people ahead of you, but I'll pop you on the list because they are so cute. Suzanne, if I can't get you to you this week, tune in next week. And I am on from 6:15 Queensland time, 7:15 in the southern states. And I would love to connect to you again. And if you get on, fairly early, then generally I can pop you close to the top of the list. Twin grand girls. Oh my God, that's so cute. So cute. I'll do the little kitty cards if I can get to you. We'll see if we can get there. Victoria Robinson White, we're connecting to Mavis over here, asking about health. Let's see what Mavis has to say about that. The first thing I'm feeling as Mavis comes into the room is quite cold around my feet. So usually that'll be an indication of, circulation not moving so well through my feet, things like that. But I feel swollen. I don't feel like it's in my ankles. I just feel very cold on my feet. And also a bit of pressure around my head. I do tend to mirror, so the pressure's on my left. It could be on her right if this is Mavis that she's feeling. Otherwise, we're coming to your energy. So I'll just draw her back here and see what we can talk about with regard to yourself at the moment. And this is Victoria. Yep. Victoria, what I want to say, and we're talking about your strength at the moment, it's not at the level that it could be or should be. So strength, feeling a little weak is what I want to say first and foremost. Now, there is a lot going on in my head as well, and that's what Mavis is showing me. So it's not just with her. I was feeling that pressure. I'm feeling that with yourself. So a lot of pressure on my head. And it's usually a bit of, overthinking things, stress sitting up in my head as well. But it does feel a little bit unpleasant, a little bit heavy on my head at the moment. Yeah. That can also be the energy in my home. So I would recommend, doing some smudging at your home and sending any energy that doesn't serve you out the windows and doors, and just see if that lightens the energy for you, because I do feel quite heavy on my head. So that is an indication of the energy maybe in your home as well, being a bit that way. So it might be good to clear that out. But I don't feel like your strength is where it should be. And that will also affect, I guess, your energy levels, all that sort of stuff. I don't have my usual get up and go. Okay. What do we need to do, Mavis? What I also want to say is it's a little fuzzy. So when I connect to your energy, I don't have great clarity. So what I would suggest is what I was saying with the smudging is smudge your headspace, because I don't feel like I have great clarity, and I actually use smudge on my head. And as I'm doing that, it feels like I'm clearing something. So I just feel like I don't have great clarity up here. And that can also affect your root chakra. So base and, up here. So it's all connected, which is affecting everything in between. So I feel like doing some smudging around my head, see if I can clear that energy, smudging the home, getting rid of anything, changing bed sheets, all that sort of stuff, lifting the vibrations a bit. But flower remedies would be amazing for you, because I just don't feel, I feel foggy. like I got brain fog or something. It's really interesting for me, and I just feel like my strength isn't where it should be or could be. So hopefully that makes sense for you. Thank you, Mavis. Just going to draw a couple of cards and I'll show you what they are as well. Thank you everyone who's watching tonight. Really appreciate you all tuning in. It's my favorite time of the week, connecting with all of you beautiful souls. Seeing your names pop up, you know, being able to talk to your loved ones is so special for me. It's a privilege. Now, these are really good confirmation. So number one, this is for Victoria, is support. So support is receiving, you know, also giving support, but receiving support is important. So receiving in the past into now for you. This is being authentic in the present. So being true to yourself, being authentic, not apologizing for that. You are who you are. There's a little bit of emotional stuff we're clearing moving forward. And bottom of the deck is exercise. New exercise program. So getting that body moving, which is what we were talking about. We want to get the energy flowing and also lift the energy in your home and around your physical person. So whether we can do, you know, swimming, like aqua, that sort of thing, whatever we can do, I feel like we want to get the energy moving through your body because it feels like here, and then everything in between is not really functioning as it should. So Victoria, hopefully that makes sense for you. Candy, who else do we have? Colette Jade, Dad, and she was asking about Dad who's passed away, Colette Jade. So just connecting to Dad at the moment on, this is your ex-partner or partner who passed, and the father of your girls. So just going to connect into his energy and just see what we need to mention there. If you are just tuning in, hello, thank you for watching. Jody, Jody, oh my God, that's the best. Amazing. Gosh, your mum's onto it. Mum's got her bags packed, Jody. Mum's got her bags packed. Jody's let me know that she's actually moving. She's got a contract on her house and she is moving. And Mum was showing me the bags. Isn't that incredible? And she's ready to go. She's ready to move. Oh, wonderful. Funniest family moments TV. What does that mean? Angela. Angela's in South Africa. Oh, Angela, that's funny. Something must have come up in your preemptive text, hey? That's funny. I was going, what's happening on the TV? What? That's gold. That's funny. Feeling lost and confused. Okay. There was something in your preemptive text that came up about a TV show. That's funny. Angela, you're on my list. And if I can't get to anyone, please tune in the same time next week. And I will do my best to get to if I've missed out on you this week. Colette J, just connecting to the father of your girls. Let's just see what we need to talk about there. Now, what I want to say, and this is what he's communicating, is he's talking about separation anxiety. So what that would make me feel of, and this is all interpretation, but separation anxiety, so the girls being away from their dad or something like that, so separation anxiety. So it feels like linked. So, yeah, separation anxiety. So that'll make sense for you as their mum, I'm sure. But it does feel like it's definitely taken a toll on the girls. Separation anxiety is what he's talking about at the moment. There's also a lot of emotion in here, and it's quite choking for me, so you'll hear me swallowing a fair bit. There's a lot of emotion in here, and I feel like it's difficult, you know, to be away from them, separated from them. It isn't easy, and I feel quite emotional in my throat space. That's the bottom of the deck, my love, and that's got to be true. That has to be true for you with what you've been through, and then having those beautiful girls that you've got to take care of. That's just popped out, so thank you from the father of your girls. So let's just see if anything else pops out as well. There's so much love and care here for them too, and I feel like just that, I want to do this, but I can't. But it's feeling of wanting to wrap them up. Oops. What? Turned upside down. Spiritual growth. Now, often I get that when someone has been through a significant loss, and then you become a bit more aware of what happens after we die, you know, what happens on the other side, that sort of thing often comes with spiritual growth as well. But that can indicate that this person as well, and that's what it feels like for me, is doing a bit of that on this side. So learning, you know, spiritually, advancing, developing, you know, doing a bit of growth over this side, if that makes sense. They do have counselling. I've seen, you know, that sort of thing. I've heard from Spirit on this side that sometimes they have counselling to help them kind of level up, you know, take the next step. Leaving, as I said before, can symbolise that person stepping out. This is with a heavy heart, though. This is with a heavy heart. And Colette, you will understand that. with the father of your girls. So separation anxiety was the first message there. Just check in on the girls, make sure, you know, they're doing okay, and I'm sure you do that. But that would be the message for me coming from that reading. Thank you, Colette. Thank you to all the other people who asked for mediumship tonight. I'm moving back into cards now. So just coming to Candy Winter, who was asking about love life. Hello, Sarah. Sarah or Sarah. Hello, beautiful soul. Wondering if I could have a reading, anything that comes through. Sarah, I will definitely try to get to you if I can. I do have a few people on my list, but we're just doing cards at the moment, so we'll see how we go. I'll see how I go until I get kicked off, hey? Let's see. Cardinal Spirit, General. Okay. Sarah or Sarah, pop you down. We'll see how far we can go. If I do miss out on reading for someone and I feel like you really need a connection, I will do a free reading. So I do a free 30-minute reading pretty much every week for someone. And I will just come to you like in a private message. So you may see my private name or personal name is Michelle Brewer. So if you get a message from Michelle Brewer, that will be me. And I will deliver a free 30-minute reading each week if I feel like you really need it. And I haven't managed to get to you. So if you would like to book a one-on-one reading, I do a reading healing combo. I'm a healer, pranic energy and Reiki. So I do a beautiful reading healing combo, which is really, really popular. The link is in this post, and you can click book now and check my availability if you feel to do that. I love, you know, doing this. This is my dream. I've been doing this for over 6 months now, and I just love it. You know, I feel really, really lucky to be able to connect with people like yourselves. So thank you for making it all possible. Thank you. Candy Winter, just coming to Love Life for you, my friend. Just having a look at that. Great name too. Really great name. Candy Winter. Just checking Love Life. So just going to draw a card and just check around that for you. Candy, I do feel like quite elemental energy with you. So the fairies, fae, sprites, that sort of thing. Getting out in nature, I feel like is really good for you. If you haven't been doing that, I feel like to reconnect, and in particular going to somewhere where there's running water. So nature, running water will be amazing. Hinterland, that sort of thing, just to reconnect. Now, we're asking around love life. That is upside down at the moment, so it's a sign that not exactly the right timing, or we're working on believing that it's the right time. Yeah, so that's passed into now, angel of divine timing, but it was upside down like that, which shows me there's a little bit more trust and faith along those lines. Travel is in the present, that's 7, so I also associate that with the angels, but being on the move a little bit. So that's not a bad thing. There hasn't been much of that happening though. Now, romance. So what that says to me is into the future, we've got a bit of focus on love life, which is great because that's what you're asking about. Now, manifestation, if we're trying to bring that person in, is there, and that's the bottom of the deck. That's our clarify. That's another 7, 3 and 4. So again, the angels, connection to angels. So it feels like it's all happening, but we have to have trust and faith that it is the right timing. So there's a little bit more work to be done with yourself to believe that. But in the present, it's about just getting out, being yourself, you know, getting around, not worrying about, you know, the other person when they're going to come in, but really enjoying your life at the present. Now, that one was underneath the manifestation card, and that is past. So I also feel just to say to you, just to disconnect from past relationships and things like that, that could be influencing you moving forward. So Candy, that is my take on love life for yourself. Now, Faith Moran was asking about love and healing. So Faith, I'm just going to come to these beautiful other cards that I have here. They're very colourful, whispers of healing. So Faith Moran, just want to see what comes out for you around healing, love or otherwise. Then we're going to come to Beverly. So I'll just do a card for each of you. Beverly wanted to know about house, if she's going to be there for over 12 months or not. So Faith, just going to come to you now as well. Just see what pops out here. Love and or healing for Faith. What a great name too. Lots of beautiful names. Candy, Faith, they're all beautiful and feminine and fabulous. Love it. Love, love, love. Faith, these are for you. So we've got 3. I'm still doing 3 at the moment. Making some changes. That's modify past into present. These are so beautiful. Making some changes past into present. Adapting, being flexible. So that can sometimes come in hips. If there's a bit of control going on, it can come back into hips. Giving back. Yes. So that's, you know, giving back to the universe actually brings more towards us. So having an understanding of that. when we, put out there appreciation, gratitude, all those sorts of things, we then get something back out of that. So a bit of a reward. Answers within. So that is turning within, looking at your intuition. What does that tell you? What does that reveal? It's a beautiful image. You're all gorgeous. So what does that tell you? Answers within. You seem to know the answer. It's all within. Just trust your intuition and guidance. Let's see what the overall message is. There is a couple in there in the middle, and you're asking about, love life and that sort of thing. So that's interesting, or love. There's a couple up there. The peacock's good luck, and also symbolizing eyes from heaven looking down on you. So spirit looking down on you. But I feel like turning within, just trusting your intuition in terms of love in particular, and see what that reveals to you. Beverly, we're asking about the house. So we're going to be there for more than 12 months. Let me just ask the question, and I'll just do a quick shuffle. And I do want to get to little Mia, who's watching, and a couple of kids that we've got watching as well. Beverly, we're going to be in this house for more than 12 months. Let's have a look. Fairness is justice, everything working out fairly. That's a lady of justice there. So nothing to worry about. Everything is working out fairly. That one just flipped out. Just asking around the house. We're going to be there for more than 12 months. Beverly, I do feel like moving on to greener pastures. I'm just checking the length of time and stuff like that. We do need some guidance. I feel like I need to ask some more questions, do a bit more research, but I do feel like moving on to greener pastures. I don't know that it's going to take 12 months. I don't know that it's going to, take that long, but I'm seeing greener pastures. I'm also feeling like ask for some guidance. Yeah, do a bit of research. Wow, that went a long way. Artemis, I think you've had that before. That's the guardian, looking after our families as well. So nothing to worry about with regard to families. I don't feel like it's necessarily going to take the 12 months, Beverly, or more than 12 months. So if you need to sign a lease or something like that, keep that in mind. You may want to do monthly if you can. Sonia Anders is after general. So let me just do Sonia quickly. Maybe do crystals for Sonia. Just see what pops out there. Then we've got Andy, Debs. I'm just going to keep going till I get booted off. Sorry to whoever's on after me. Hopefully I don't get into trouble. Oh, thanks, Miranda. I actually got shellac for the first time ever because I was sick of like putting nail polish on every Monday and then losing it all on the table. It was like all over the table. I'm like, oh my God. So I only got shellac, which is a great invention, and it's the first time I've ever had it. I'm sure everyone's already done it, but for me, I'm a little bit slow with fashion and all that sort of stuff, makeup, but thank you for noticing. I really appreciate that. Sonia Anders was just after general, so let's just pop out a card for Sonia. And Angie wanted to know about trauma, shifting blockages and things like that. Sonia, it's spirit quartz for you, my love. So spirit quartz is music. So similar to what I was saying to the lady before, that is very activating. It's very spiritual. So, turning on that left side of your body, feminine, spiritual, all that sort of stuff. So lots of music for you. Maybe listening to solfeggio, different frequencies are really good. And actually that ties in with Angie Sheridan. That's great. Good segue. Angie Sheridan, I'm just going to say similar things for you. Trauma, you were talking about shifting blockages. Angie, what I want you to think about is the music. So that's waking up, doing, guided meditations, having, calming music playing during the day, but also watch the frequencies. So you want to have maybe 431 hertz if you're starting out. Solfeggio, miracle tone is amazing. And that's actually feeling great for you in terms of shifting those blockages. Music, sound healing for you, amazing. I feel like you're quite auditory, and I feel like you're quite open to that. We're all vibration, we're all frequency, but I feel like sound healings and things, you're asking about shifting. I feel like that's really important. Now, past to the present is self-love, probably going to make a bit of sense. We're working on that. That's in heart space. Love for myself, respect for myself. In the present, that's a big one. Big lessons, master teacher card. Yeah, that's emotional healing. So that means you have seemingly bigger lessons than others, but you have chosen them for yourself. So knowing that we've chosen this, but it is huge, huge, and you would get that being in your body. Hematite is grounding, but it's also protective because it's got the mirror on it, so it reflects back negative energies from others, that sort of thing. So I need to do some protection with you and shielding, and you're also doing a bit of ancestral work. So there's a bit of, ancestral work, healing, karmic stuff going on with you as well that you're actually doing in this lifetime. So if you want to shift those blockages, I feel like the music for you as well. So the, different vibrations, frequencies, but 431 hertz is really good. Deb's just going to come to you. Then I'm going to do little Mia because Mia's there watching patiently with her mummy. So Deb's is after general. Let me just grab these, and then I'm going to do some kids cards and let you all go. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay, so Debs, thank you everyone who's watching, and I will, if I feel to, give away a free reading tonight too. So keep an eye on your messages, messenger, and if you see a request pop up from Michelle Brewer, that could be me giving you a free reading. And I will maybe announce that if I feel drawn to announce that from my little book here. Debs Brooks General, let me just do something for Debs here. I'm just going to draw a card for Debs. What do we need to know about Debs? Family, safe and protected, nothing to worry about. We have had that card once before tonight. We do often worry about our children, grandchildren, partners, all of that sort of stuff. But nothing to worry about. That is the guardian, and they are all looked after. Everything is working out perfectly fine. That is for Debs. Bex, we've got little Mia. Now, I've got my little kitty cards here. So these are the children's wellbeing cards. Dr. Maxine Therese, you can see her name there. They are published by Rockpool. You can find the cards on the Rockpool website if you wanted to grab them. But they are just delightful. So just doing a card for Mia. And then Alicia McGuinness wanted a card for son and daughter, whose birthdays are next week, a day apart. Incredible, hey? Incredible. So this is for Mia, just drawing a little card or two for little Mia, who's sitting there patiently waiting at home. When is that lady going to draw my cards? What is going on here? Okay, so Mia, just going to pop some cards out on the table for you. And then that one feels good. That one feels good. Very, very strong. So Mia, this is you. So I am abundant. So that is passed into now. That's your root chakra. So all of these cards, Mummy may be able to explain your root chakra. So I'm abundant and I appreciate my blessings. And I've been talking a lot about that to the other ladies tonight, haven't I? Where it's important to give thanks for the beautiful apples on this tree, the little basket that I carry them in, giving thanks for everything so that we get more nice things. So when we give thanks for something, we have more nice things coming towards us. Hooray! This is root chakra as well. So that's the same part of your body, and that is feeling safe. I'm worthy of having my needs met. So sometimes when we don't feel that way, it is important to say things like that because it's a positive affirmation and it tricks our mind sometimes, it's pretty clever, into thinking that we are, even if we feel like we're not. So it's important to feel safe as much as you possibly can, but that little message is very important as well. Now, this is connecting into a little bit higher in your body now, and that's sacral, and that's the creative space. And that's being in tune with the rhythm of my life. So as I said before, we're all frequency, we're all vibration. So when we're vibrating at a higher level and we're doing our little hula hoop thing, which is a bit of activity, a bit of exercise, it's getting the energy flowing through your body, then that's when I feel happy. So it's like moving, but it's easy. Yeah, no resistance. It feels like easy. I can just move through this. So Mia, hopefully that makes sense for you. No issues there. Alicia McGuinness, son and daughter, their birthdays are a day apart. Just going to connect into Alicia McGuinness. Hello to everyone who's watching. No problem, Beverly. No problem. Oh, beautiful. Yes, you do love nails. Love it. Alicia McGuinness, son and daughter. So I might just see if both of them come out together. That will be easier. So we'll just see if we can do both together. Oh gosh, that one's flying out all over the place. That's a little boy, so that could be son, I guess. Wow, these cards are flying everywhere. Beautiful. So we'll do a little combo here. The kids are only a day apart with their birthdays. Gorgeous. Okay, so I am appreciated. And that means that when I speak, I'm heard. So that means I'm confident, if I've got to do an oral at school, or if I'm at home telling my family stuff, that I feel that's passed into now. It's important for me to be heard, to have my voice heard. And that means sometimes we've got to be brave and we've got to speak up. Sometimes it's not easy to do that either. In the present, it's I am determined. So that's your little fire there. And that comes from, this card's connecting into sacral. But the burning desire and all of that stuff comes from root chakra, which is what I was talking to Mia about a little bit ago. I act on my burning desire. So that means, I'm passionate about certain things and I just go ahead and do them. Yeah. Don't let anyone talk you out of that. And I am an angel, and that means insight and understanding. So that means sometimes you might say to, I'm addressing both of you here. You might say things to Mum and she's like, wow, you're an old soul. Yeah. You might hear that a little bit in your lifetime. So that's often the angel reference. So just having that, sometimes you say things, like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but It's coming from another source, or it could be coming from the fact that you've lived a few lives. You've been around a few times, which is awesome. It's insight and understanding. That means we can bring it into this life. So life is a process of remembering. Process of remembering. Okay, so I am going to leave you all to your evenings. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry to the people that I didn't reach. But keep an eye on your little inboxes there, your messenger, and you may get a message from Michelle R. Price, the light worker. If you wanted to book a one-on-one, there is a link in this post, and you're more than welcome. And I do stay online and answer questions and things like that as well. So if you've got any questions, concerns, queries, any of the above, please get in touch, and I'll stay online and answer your questions. I also do readings and healings and beautiful one-on-one readings, mediumship, all that sort of stuff. So have a great night, and I'll connect with you again next week. See you.